We don't listen to music at all in the car. We actually listen to Republican talk radio in the car. And part of my job, my thought process when I decided this is what we're going to listen to on the way to school, to the grocery store, is I wanted that to be the moment that he learned something. I live inside the beat all the time. I'm around music all day. That's how I make 90% of my money. But when I'm in the car with him, I wanted it to be a learning process, especially with the dumbing down of today's youth-oriented hip hop. At any rate, I wanted us, when we're in a car, I wanted that to be the point where you learn something. So I am a liberal, and because I turned my son on to conservative talk radio, he's a conservative. So you have this ultra cool hip hop DJ who's a liberal and his son is a conservative, but I'm not mad at it because it says that he is free thinking. So we turn the radio, the rides to school, the rides to the grocery stores, we turn those into history lessons by listening to the radio, political radio at that. My son plays football for Grady High School here in Atlanta. Great school, great cast of teammates, and great coaching staff. He absolutely loves that. I'm at every single football game, and up until last year, when the coach didn't want the parents at the practice, I was at every single practice. I mean, I was there faithfully every day. I don't relive the moment through him, like I'm not trying to be him, I'm just trying to guide him. So I'll see him make mistakes on the football field, and I'll take those mistakes and I will relate them to what lessons they could be for him later on. Like if you're lazy on the field, that may turn into laziness in your homework, or may turn into laziness into doing your chores at the house. So I've seen it all. Everything he's going through, I've seen it. I've gone through it myself. So it's probably more fun for me to sit back and watch this cool little kid walk the same path that I did. My physical father wasn't in my life the way he probably should have. Played a great role in how I raised my kid. My whole goal when I became a father, when I found out that I was going to become one, was to not put him in the same position that I was. Luckily, my mother had, brothers, my uncles who stepped in, and my grandfather stepped in to clean up the position that my physical dad wasn't able to do. So it wasn't like I was out here running amok. I just didn't have my physical father, but I definitely had other positive role models in my family. So I just wanted to make sure that my son would be in the same position that I was in terms of making sure that someone was there to point him in the right direction. Like I said, it wasn't necessarily my father per se, but it was my uncles, one in particular, and then it was my grandfather. So I wasn't just left out here running the wilderness. I had some guidance. So I wanted to make sure that my son had the same thing. Even better, because I'm in his life directly.